Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. As African Democratic Congress ADC is gaining more members from other political parties, one of the things that is giving so much issues around it is who will clinch the presidential ticket of the party. Talking about presidential candidacy ticket of the party. And Atiku Abubakar, most Nigerians believe he should rest and allow Peter Obi to clinch the ticket. At the same time, some other persons believe that Atiku Abubakar is in the best position to snatch power from Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. But Atiku Abubakar, during the affirmation ceremony for new defectors into the African Democratic Congress on Saturday in Lagos, has made a very strong statement which has given so many people hope that after everything, he may support Peter Obi. But at the same time, other people believe that it's just stories for the gods, that there is no truth in it. Others believe that he needs to be more desperate to get power from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm going to give you full details of what he said, and my colleagues in the house will be talking about all of this in a jiffy. But first of all, let's start up with what he said. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has stated that he is not desperate to be the president and is more interested in a better Nigeria. He said this while speaking at an affirmation ceremony for new defectors in African Democratic Congress ADC on Saturday in Lagos. Some PDP and LP party bigwig proclaimed their membership in ADC at the ceremony. Abubakar, the guest speaker at the program, was represented by Ola Olateju of Achievers University, Owo, Ondo State. The former PDP candidate, along with some like-minded opposition politicians, recently resigned his membership of the party to join ADC. Abubakar said he was not desperate to lead the country, but rather eager for a better, more secure and prosperous one. Olateju said Atiku Abubakar's plan is to build a better Nigeria. So let's not about him being the president. This is not about him being the president. It's about having a better government, a good government that will be able to deliver for Nigerians. It is not a personal thing for him, and that's why some of us are with him. It's not about Atiku having to be the president at all costs. ADC to us is not a political party. It is a movement of Nigerians for a better Nigeria. He said that the movement in ADC was for repositioning the country and taking it to great heights. According to his word, he says, it's no longer politics as usual. It's a new beginning. It is a new journey, a new beginning. We need a new beginning in Nigeria, and that's what Atiku is championing. It's not about a personal thing that he must be a president. No, it's not a matter of must. The must is for him to see Nigeria deliver as wished by all. We are expecting a better Nigeria. We want Nigeria to be able to deliver. We want Nigeria to be able to take care of Nigerians. Lamenting that Nigerians were facing challenges with the removal of fuel subsidy and attendant inflation, Abubakar said that a better Nigeria was possible with good leadership. He stated that God was ready to utilize the coalition members to bring about change in the country. Regarding who would likely emerge as the ADC presidential flag bearer in 2027, Atiku Abubakar stated that the party's members would determine this. In his word, he says, it is not a thing we can predetermine. Whoever emerges through fair and free contest, we are all going to support. Everybody has a right to contest. We are going to rally around anyone that emerges. We are not imposing anyone on the people. The point is a better Nigeria, not Atiku for president at all costs, nor be for president at all costs. Whoever picks the ticket shall be the representative of Nigerian people and will represent the collective voice and aspiration of Nigeria. That was the position. But then, some of his supporters have made their position also known in respect to this. One of them here, one Alaibi Nana Joseph, said, Dear His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, we know you are not desperate to be president of Nigeria, but can you take power from Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 without being desperate? Please be desperate. Be desperately willing to grab power from the failure misleading Nigeria at the moment. Another one here says, it is high time all Nigerians come together as one to address these pressing issues. High inflation rate, poverty, unemployment, debt burden, insecurity, and others by voting out official ballot in 2027. The best candidate to vote is Atiku Abubakar stroke at Peter Obi under the ADC coalition. Another person responding to this said, I love this man. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar on Saturday said his focus is on better Nigeria, not on becoming a president at all costs. Atiku made this remark during this. I think that Nigerians should be expectant at this point. My colleagues in the House, we just want to talk about it. What do you think is the standpoint of Nigerians right now, based on the fact that he's saying that he's not desperate to become the president, but what is most needful is a better Nigeria. And better Nigeria will come by voting out the current administration come 2027. Do you believe this, or do you see ADC platform being championed by Atiku Abubakar for his personal selfish gain?
All right, but let's look at him. He said something unique, and when he made that statement, it sounds so familiar, which is, I am not desperate to rule. That sounds like the lines Peter Obi uses all the time. Peter Obi will tell you, I'm not desperate to rule Nigeria, I'm only desperate to see Nigeria work. That has been Peter Obi's slogan from 2023. All of a sudden, Atiku Abubakar is now using that same slogan. And I also noticed he also said something about movement. Everybody knows about the Obidients movement. Which one is ADC movement? ADC is known as a political party, so what makes it a movement? And the third one is said that he's not desperate. Come on, let's tell ourselves the truth. I'm just being very factual here. The signs of desperation from 1999 or 1993 till now, even when they say there's unwritten constitution about the time of the South, every 4 years, he goes back into the ring. If they even begged you, the House of Federal have even begged you to, okay, please look at the fact that it's turn of the South and all that. You still put your head that you're not desperate. The signs, the full-blown signs are there. And you say you want to see Nigeria work, you wanted to see a better Nigeria. Why don't you step aside and give it to that person whom the youth of Nigeria yearns, and the fact that it's turn of the South? When it says they are not desperate, just the same. It's as if they want to repeat the same words with the hope that when they use those words, I'm not desperate, it can divide Peter Obi's vote online and give it half to him because he's not desperate. Don't be saying that word, you're not desperate. Peter Obi, if you can say he's not desperate, you will see it there. He shares half of his personal wealth to Nigerians. Anywhere he sees needs, he meets them. Fairly recently, let's tell ourselves the truth, I think Peter Obi changed the narrative in politicking. Before now, Atiku should have been in Dubai by now, resting. Then by 2026, he will come around. But for the first time in fact, he actually went to rest. And so that Peter Obi started his campaign from hitting the ground running, started touching the lives of many. He had to come back to Nigeria. And you say you're not desperate. If Atiku had been playing this politics like this since 10, 15 years ago, he would have been the president for a while now. If you ask me, that was just borrowed line from Peter Obi. Personally, if you ask me, desperation is written all over, and it's just using words. As usual, Nigerians usually fall for words. I just hope this time around we know what we're doing.
All right, but the one more question. Do you think that this statement made by his representative, that he's the one championing ADC, do you think that it's a pointer that the presidential ticket will go to him?
Well, if it's for primary tickets for Atiku, it's a norm for him. It's as if his name is always written on every party he goes to run for presidential primaries. He's always sure to get it.
All right.
I'm not surprised if they give it to him. He has a way of getting it. Some will say he dollarizes things. I don't know. But the question is, after getting the primary tickets, does he always win the main election? I think it's the turn of the South, and if he goes into the ballot as the main presidential candidate, he will lose woefully.